Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Lost Tales of Ardaithe. I'm just realizing we're missing an Aki in the roll 20, but no worries. I am your DM, Redbeast13. I am joined by my wonderful players in no particular order. We have the Master Warrior himself, playing Damon Laird, the Hawk Abridged.
I don't know who you're talking about, Master Warrior. He's just a normal, retired farmer.
Yes, super normal dude. Totally inconspicuous.
Yes, totes normal.
The Monk Boy Extraordinaire, playing Zor's Sphere, we have Josh Kaposh.
Hello!
Playing the wielder of forbidden knowledge, playing Aki Yokotsuka, we have Whiskey Red. Playing the Master Thief, my brother, Storm Sage 13, playing Roland Rift.
I am also just a simple farmer, but my farm fell on me.
I'm playing the Arcane Master himself, Kazel Dran, we have Walkman EXE.
What up, nerds? It's King Nerd here.
Alright, does anyone want to do a recap before we get started? As a reminder, if you do the recap, you get some inspiration.
I'm too busy making Giga Chats, hidden hero points. Someone else do that.
I got this. Okay, so it's been a hot minute. But let me see if I can cover it the best I can. Damon informed us of his backstory. We were all shocked to realize that his name was actually
Demon Lord.
exactly what it sounded like. Yeah. He filled us in on basically everything that happened with his life, as well as like due to his connection with the
Spawn.
the big beetle,
Ulula,
magic beetle.
Yes. Magic beetle, yes. The Beetleborg, if you will.
The Beetleborgs. With his connection with the Beetleborgs, Damon was sought after by the Cult of Ravagug so they could get into the Beetleborg dimension and set them free. I'm going to keep saying it because I'm not going to remember that name. We scryed on it, found out that it was still secure, and also scryed on Haragan Krieg and Karvonen and found out how Haragan Krieg evaded death, and that Karvonen had something really big planned for all of us.
Spoiler, he cheated.
Yeah, he cheated. He put in cheat codes. Fucking hacks. We then traveled to the Center Forge via teleportation from the docks because they were like, "Oh, you can teleport in the thing now," and we were like, "Cool," and so we did. Then, if I remember correctly, we met with the council, informed them that Karvonen was hoping to do a second siege. And that we need to up defenses on the spawn, as well as that like we need to start just like absolutely preparing our alliances and armies for the inevitable confrontation with the Cult of Ravagug. They were like, "Cool, thanks, bro. Who wants to go on this, world tour of the spawn prisons?" And the party decided to do their fucking One Piece time skip activities as mandated by all anime, really.
Especially nowadays.
We have our training arc, yeah. So we're all setting off, some together, some separate, to do a variety of different things across the world over the span of the 1 year we have that Karvonen threatened us with. Right, because Karvonen's called us on the cell phone and was like, "Hey, join me or die." And we each individually roasted him.
Very accurate.
But I mean, That's what you get when you've got the Lazarus Guild. I mean, we got better ingredients, better pizza, better money, better bitches, our clothes better, our shoes better, we work harder. Hooray, TikTok. And that's it.
Inspiration.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. That's what I live for right now. It's just making memes.
That's my favorite audio.
Same. I have it saved.
My show's better.
I work hard.
TikTok is lost on me. I'm TikTok illiterate.
It's the new Vine.
No, I mean, I know what it is. Like, I don't know any of the memes from TikTok.
I only see one that we upload to YouTube because I'm old man as well.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like TikTok, or basically it's like Vine, except
No, I know what TikTok is. Like,
no. I'm saying like if the Vine audios could be reused on a bunch of different things. Kind of like how if you like a Vine audio and you find an animatic of that audio with like characters that you like, you're like, oh, that's great. That's basically TikTok.
Finger gun.
Yes.
Cool. Oh my God, Storm, stop!
Is there another update?
There's an update.
You should not be allowed to be this fast. Hold on, let me get this on the stream.
It's not an intensive build.
Storm is playing in Hero Forge. She's making a Giga Chad.
He's making Dr. Livesley from the fucking like Ukrainian or Polish treasure island from the I don't know, like fucking 60s.
Untrue, by the way. This is a very intensive build.
Like the shading is just phenomenal.
Here's the thing, I have those from other minis that I've had in my library. Like I can save presets of different shaders.
And Storm's just like dun 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 dun.
Storm, you've grown too powerful. You have to be stopped. Anyway.
Look, making shit in Hero Forge is my curse. I love it.
Fair enough.
Time
You
to put
haven't
him
seen the
down.
ponytail from that angle, sadly.
That's fine.
I'm just happy to know he has it. Alright, so.
I did what I could with the chin.
You succeeded with the chin, don't worry. Alright, so. We are doing time skip activities this session. Now, some of it can be some light roleplay, some of it can just be like, I want to do this, and we can figure out how you do this. I do have a few maps prepared for if you want to go visit the spawn and do shit with that. I just have a few... Go ahead.
Yeah, if Damon was going to have Tazrim focus on training and recruiting more people, trying to expand the guild's numbers. Meanwhile, he's going to train Claire up, and probably the two of them would go with Zoris to some sites. If Zoris was still going to sites.
Okay. You get a little bit of like attitude back, thinking like, oh, you think you're better than me enough to train. Kind of like not hot attitude, more of like sass. But as you two practice with each other, she kind of like, okay, no, I see you're pretty good. But yeah.
Basically, just tell her like, yeah, I've been training under these people. We'll just point out like the various people who've been training him since he got here. Like, yeah, they got some stuff we need to pass down.
All right. So let's see what to do first. So anything that you guys want to tackle right away?
Yes, Zor, surprise tackle.
Red,
Yes.
just a quick question.
Yeah,
The stuff that I've already talked to you about, since you and I live together, do I need to cover that stuff again, or is that stuff already locked in?
That's locked in. We can say that happens later on if you want to do stuff with the group, like you handled. Okay, off screen, Storm did some stuff with Mask and some. He bullied the high table a little bit.
Yeah, Roland is now the king of the table. The Kumon works for me now.
Of course you are.
Great.
Turns out, the Kumon were also disciples of Mask, and when Roland was like, "No, I'm Mask now," they're like, "Fuck."
So I took James's advice and started my own guild.
Nice.
And payment, like, by the way, that guy James Hargrove that you guys are so after, yeah? No, you're not.
What are you talking about? He's dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they think he's dead.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
As
about
they
that.
should.
I mean, technically, that's no longer inaccurate.
You are technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Thank you for that reference.
Yes.
Right. So, is there anything you guys want to tackle right away? Do you guys want to visit some of the holding centers of the spawn? Want to go back to school? What jumps out at you guys?
I mean, I speak for myself and only myself when I say I would love to go back to school, but I also know that people grouped up and had their own things, so I don't want to like be like school now. Me.
I'm very content in waiting my turn, just because like I'm very keen to see what happens to the cars. Roland is pretty much just going to travel, get as much like swag as he can for the party with his new thief contacts, and maybe hit up what's what I was looking for. Shit, I had better wording in my head. What the fuck did I want to do? Shit.
We'll come back to you.
Thank you.
All right. Hawk, Risk, Josh, anything pop out you guys that you want to do first?
I'm
like I said,
visiting
go ahead.
every holding center.
Okay.
And Damon and
What you need? That's the one I want to go to.
Yeah.
Damon and Claire are probably gonna tag along with him for a few of them.
Okay.
See how her and her people do in the field.
Okay. As a reminder, there are. Let's see. Let me reopen this document.
A fuck ton.
I'll go through as many as I can within the year.
Spawn. If I go. Do. There are 6 known spawn of Ruthergog. Currently, he's sealed. 2 of them are sealed off of the material plane, and you cannot get to that because one is the Farhold, which presumably is impossible to get to, sans whatever the hell Damon accomplished with his magic to get here. And the other is in Corsery. And if there's one thing you guys know about Corsery is it's really fucking hard to get out of Corsery once you get to Corsery.
Roland will go to Corsery.
I'll go with
Just
the roll
for
of
the
the
flex.
three.
Damon will as well to see what happens.
You fuckers! I didn't prepare that one!
Alright guys, we've had our fun, but seriously, we should probably go to Carcery.
It's hard to get out, but you're saying it's easy to get in?
It's... Oh, god damn it. As I was saying... in the... You fuckers. Let's see. Why do I have folders within folders within folders? I hate me.
How's your you?
That's fair. As such, there are 4 places on the material plane where this monster are sealed. You all already know about the Tarask. So on top of that, there are 3 other locations. There's the Searing Cell, the Frigid Fortress, and the Dark Nest, or Dorchenid. Those hold Volnagar, Zatani, and Kothogaz.
Right, conquer
Okay.
guys?
Each member of the council can help you guys get there, so it's not like you're trying to figure out how to get there.
Yeah, I'm going to all of them, so.
Yeah, you can hit all 3 within the time skip.
Sure.
Roland can do his training with Mask, spend time with his daughter, and also perform a series of heists to get the magic swag that I messaged you earlier.
Yeah.
I will also try to make time for what you need.
All right. So that's the one you specifically want to go to.
Not for any particular reason for Roland. Storm just have history with that location from another one of your warlords.
You do indeed.
I just want to see how it's changed between your revisions.
Fair. Okay, so I'm gonna roll for what we start with.
Is it weird I'm kind of hoping for back to school?
I should have probably designated some numbers before I rolled that.
Yeah, so you can re-roll and designate numbers.
Yeah, let's do that.
Rolls a 3. 3 means.
Okay. Alright, I got this.
You got this. We
Alright,
believe in you.
we're
The
going back
dice
to school.
disappears.
We're going back to school. So if anyone Kaz, would you allow anyone to accompany you just to watch you flex on them?
I think it would be like there's certain things at Sorrentus that he needs to do himself, but I think for him just showing up, like it's an open invitation. I think he's just like, yeah, I know that people are going to be busy traveling all over the world, but if anyone, because this is like the first thing he's going to do. Like the list that I gave isn't like these are the exact order things have to happen. It's more like just a list of things. But this is definitely the first thing he feels like he has to accomplish, because the letter he got from Sorrentus said that he was at the academy, right? Or under it. Or did it just say find him?
It just said pass. Let me see. Let me bring up that session notes. Do.
You want my knowledge? Come and get it. I have everything I own in one piece.
Peace. I'll be king of the wizards.
God damn it!
Go!
No.
Dreamin', don't give it up, cause dreamin', don't give it up,
Damon. Dreamin'.
Don't give it up, rolling, dreamin', don't give it up, give it up. Oh!
It was 3 sentences. How'd I fucking forget this? Gifted one, passed my test, find me.
Okay, so it's just find me
Yes.
and pass a test. So yeah, I guess I have to.
I mean, you might be able to infer that finding him is the test.
Okay, so I was gonna assume that there was something at the academy that involved finding him. I mean, what better place to look for clues to where he could have gone than the actual academy? Once I
Then
own
the academy
it, so,
named after him. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just bust in and flex.
All right. Is anyone interested in joining Kaz, watching him flex on him?
I will travel, but for research.
Trust me, there's lots of research to find there.
Olin's never actually been to Sorrentus outside of the one time.
That he broke in and stole our guard golem. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, so like, Roland actually might be okay with like showing up without needing to sneak through the gates. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like that one heist was like one of the hardest of Roland's careers.
Yeah, that was probably in your top 3, if I remember correctly, with what we discussed.
Yeah, Roland was just like, oh, yeah, never fucking again.
We're going to school.
Yeah,
Right.
Damon will probably tag along too for potential research as well.
Sounds good.
Also, more curiosity.
I think yeah, like Kaz is just like, you know what? Since y'all are taking this big trip to the spawn, I'm just gonna open up the library. I'll just kick the door in, say I'm the headmaster, and give y'all access to the library for like, I don't know, 2 weeks.
I love the idea that Kaz just walks in and says, "Hi, I'm the headmaster now." And people's like, "What?" But we just walk on like we own the fucking place.
Oh, are we taking Claire with us too, or is she just staying back?
She can come. Like it's open invitation. Like literally, I have the spell teleport. I can bring a bunch of people.
Sure, let me grab. Where's
I'm
the
imagining,
pen
like,
chain?
everyone they're going to school.
I have a
like,
high
"We're
level.
going to school, and then they show
what?
up, and it's like it's all books.
Fuck it. I'm bringing my daughter. She's going. I'm enrolling her here.
No! Stop bringing in all these.
I would like to.
Please.
I mean, one of my rules is gonna be tweaking the scholarship program. So I mean,
Roland can afford it.
Also, she didn't show any interest in going to mage school. She wants to focus on opening a business.
Too bad for her. She's an NPC with no free will.
What the fuck?
I mean,
I'm kidding.
well, yeah, that's true. Kaz did offer her at one point to be like, "You want to get into mage school? I
Oh,
could
yeah,
write you a
that's
letter of
right.
recommendation." I mean, well, she's like, "Oh, I want to open a business." I mean, making connections at the world's premier school of magic is a great way to start a mercantile enterprise. That's what James Hargrove did, telling me that she can't be James Hargrove.
That is a fair point.
Yeah, she shouldn't put her aspirations so low. You know, being James, I mean.
Oh. Red, I'm sorry.
I forgot to put in one map.
You can do it. We believe in you.
We need more NPCs.
Boo. Okay. Here we go. So, guys, you teleport over to your alma mater. Arriving in the receptionist room, you see an older halfling man looking through half-moon spectacles. You recognize from your time at school that this is Mr. Bottomstone, a receptionist and archivist for the school. He handles a lot of administration work. Oh, Mr. John, it's been a while. What's the nature for your visit today?
I need to meet with the assemblage of professors and the Archmage. We have much to discuss. Yeah.
Oh, you want to speak with Headmaster Yanin?
I need to speak with everyone.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll gather them around right now.
Yeah, the sooner the better. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to make a spectacle.
Okay. Spectacle. Okay then. All right.
How long is this gonna take him?
It probably takes him like 20 minutes to. He's gone for about 20 minutes before he comes back. It's like, they're ready for you in one of the halls. Right this way.
Okay. I was gonna say if it takes him a long time, I'm glad that you said it just took 20 minutes. If it took him a long time, I was gonna 100% cast like an 8th level illusory dragon and just make it seem like a dragon was attacking the school.
Oh my god. We've been robbed.
Kaz is not here to play.
No, he's not. Anyway, so after burning a 7th level spell for teleport and then nothing else, thank God. Yeah, I'll head to the conference room with the homies.
Right. There.
Oh my God, there's so many professors.
Yes, one for each school. Entering this room, you see entering the office of Headmaster Yanin, you see an older man dressed in faded blue robes and a long graying beard, a monocle in his left eye. You recognize Headmaster Yanin, and he seems to be going over some notes and paperwork. You also see many of the other staff, such as your transportation teacher, a purple tiefling man by the name of Zubrant Hall. Very, very excitable, dressed as always in his proper bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
An older halfling woman, currently one of the longest serving faculty members, the evocation professor, Holly Peppercorn.
Mm-hmm.
That is her right here.
Gotcha.
There is Grayscale, a black dragonborn man who specializes in abjuration.
Okay.
There is the conjuration professor, Winter Vendal, the air genasi woman up here.
Gotcha.
The enchantment teacher, taught by Boris Humbrig.
I assume it's the purple suited man.
No, that is actually this rotund gentleman.
Okay.
Then there's the divination professor, Arnold Stowe. That's him right here, the normal looking fuck.
With the glasses.
Yes. Then there's the illusion principal, by the half-orc, Creed Grosh.
Gotcha.
And then there's the
necromancy.
Yes, Morgan Brewster, the half-elf man, who is does not really look the part, does he?
No. Good subversion. Love it. Yeah, I think Kaz just like straight up rocks up to the front. Like,
right. Oh, Mr. Kazojo, you approach me.
Well, yeah, it works easier to talk when I can walk towards you.
Oh, well, was not expecting much of anything today. Hi, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty great. Is this podium for anyone?
I mean,
yeah.
It's
thanks.
for the headmaster. Why are you?
Nope. I just walk right up and I'm just like,
what are you
step
doing?
on there like, okay, hey everybody, I'm Kaz Eldron. Many of you know me. Those of you that don't really should. I am the greatest wizard of this age. And there's gonna be some changes around here. First and foremost, we really need to work on restructuring the budget and course curriculum. We need to implement a new scholarship program. I am willing to lend only some of the funds of the Lazarus Guild's Potions project to the school for a scholarship program for less entitled students, specifically my portion of the sales. That way it does not impact the effects of my colleagues Roland, Aki, Zoris, or Damon.
You see, the professors are immediately thrown. Yanin looks gobsmacked, while a few of them was like, you know, he does have a point. We do have to fix some of our administrative hurlings.
Additionally, I want to, again, restructure the course curriculum because right now, yes, we do have a high dropout rate that does encourage strength and success in only the elite, but I feel that with a broader lens, we could make magic more accessible to many people and work on strengthening our student base as a whole. Additionally, we will need to really expand our classification of magical curriculum. The fact that we only teach 8 schools and don't have any form of expanded knowledge into chronomancy or graviturgy. We don't teach, well, I mean, some elves do still practice the blade song, but not many people teach it here, if anyone. Also, for the amount of students that we have that go out and join the military, we literally don't have a school of war mage, which is asinine.
You see Boris slap the table and just go, "Thank you!"
What do you say?
Thank you.
I'm like, yeah, we need to fix this. Additionally, there are tons of lost, like, studies of magic and spells that need to be taught. Like, not as, like, a theoretical practice or, like, oh, find the knowledge yourself. Like, the fact that none of our students understand the ability of manipulation of time or gravity is really restrictive.
I mean, it's also a problem that we're not teaching the Artificer's skill set. Many of our students just don't work well under the traditional magical learnings.
Yeah, additionally, we don't, like, I get it, like,
we don't really like charisma casters, but at the same time, they make up a majority of the spell casting basis. So we really need to cater to more of them in our school curriculum.
At this point, Headmaster Yan kind of butts in. It's like, Mr. John, I'm not sure where this all came from.
I'm not done.
We have traditions we have to adhere to here at Sorrentis.
All right, yes, traditions. Peppercorn,
Yes?
how long you been teaching here?
Fuck it forever.
Has your school curriculum changed?
A dozen fucking times.
Has it changed in any substantive way that has made evocation more accessible to people?
Oh, absolutely.
Has it changed in any way that has actually made a difference?
Okay, I'm not sure. I'd probably say yeah. Change is good.
I turn back to Yanin and just gesture. I'm like, if the oldest teacher here can express that change and progressive learning patterns are good for the foundation of a school, the headmaster should be on board with that.
As headmaster, it is my duty to represent the core values of our school.
You're right. How silly of me. You're right. Value and tradition are important, and so the legacy of Sorrentis must be preserved. Yanin, you're fired.
You do not have the authority to do that.
I immediately cast a 5th level spell and summon the Book of Sorentorum and let the bracers flare up, and I literally boom out as loud as I can with... Let's see, what's a good 5th level spell I can cast?
I thought you were about to cast banishment on him.
I cast... Okay, cool. I cast... these windows are open, right? I can see outside of them?
Yeah.
I cast Gravity Fissure on a nearby embankment of clouds to go ahead and literally bend them into a singular ball of atmospheric pressure, and scream at the top of my lungs that I have the only right.
Fuck. Roll intimidation with advantage.
Advantage, he says.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Because you're invoking the braces of Sorentorum.
Cool. What's my modifier again? Let's see. Oh, right. It's a 0. So that's 18.
Woo! You see him go pale, and he's speechless. He's just looking to the other professors for essentially help. And there was a quiet over all of the professors until Zubrint Hall just calls out, "Coup!
You got out that word.
Coup!" He's calling for a coup.
Oh.
I point at him and I'm like, that's my professor.
At this point, Creed, the illusion principal, just he's trying to like, I'm not trying to be divisive, but the kid does have a point. I've had many students that I really liked just drop out just because they weren't making the top 10. Having more students in the class would actually be very conducive to the learning environment. It would make things less competitive and let people just stick around more. The Dragonborn chimes in, "That is fair. It would also be more beneficial to, as Boris has been saying for years now, bring in more artificers so that we can instruct potion crafting more. It's a very valuable skill out there right now."
I mean, yeah, my colleague, James Hargrove, gods rest his soul, built a business off of...
Oh yes, we did hear about that. He was an alright lad.
Okay, let's not push
Don't lie
it.
about the dead.
I was like, okay, let's not push it.
He was a lad.
He was indeed a lad.
Like, listen, he's my best friend. I can admit that the man had some faults.
Was your best friend.
You see Headmaster Yanin just kind of looking both shocked and furious at everyone's betrayal, essentially. And you hear Air Genasi woman just chime in like, "Don't look so surprised. These complaints have come up before. But tradition."
But tradition. Get out of my school.
"You have not heard the last of me," as he attempts to fly, and someone casts his counterspell on him, and he just got. "At least let me have an exit."
I cast banishment on him. You want an exit? I'll give you. Wait, no, wait. I'm better than this. I cast plane shift at 8th level. I'm better than this.
Does he have to make a save, Red?
He does indeed.
It should be a charisma save, yeah.
Oh, charisma from an asshole.
Let's see. Hold on.
What's your DC? Remember, the braces are +1 to your DC.
Hold on a second. Yeah, it's a charisma saving throw. The creature fails, it is transported. Oh, this is great. I love this. My DC? It should be. Let me see. It's.
Hey, with the braces, you can force him to do this with disadvantage.
Yeah, I do. So that's disadvantage, please.
Oh, that's amazing.
DC's 19, by the way.
Okay, the first roll was a natural 19. And no, that's a 16. Mr. John, I'll have you know.
By the way, it does let me specify where I'm sending him.
Oh boy, where are you sending him?
Let's see. Yeah, you could use this spell to banish an unwilling creature to another plane. Choose a creature within range, make a melee spell attack against it. So I have to make a melee spell attack. I 100% I can run up and like clock him in the back of the head.
Go ahead. He hasn't even cast Major Armor.
I mean, it's just it. I mean, if he hasn't even cast Mage Armor, if I could roll a nat 1 and hit him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we're good. We're good. We just send him.
You know, I in the tradition of Hawk with Life Has Many Doors, Headmaster Boy, and our discussion previously in the session, I'd like to send him to Carcery.
Oh my god!
Specifically the deepest set. Oh wait, no, it's a random location. Shit. Then I just sent him to Carcery. He could end up on the top level or the bottom
by
level.
default, I've researched Carcery extensively. By default, all transportation spells put you on the top layer.
Bastard!
Also, just as a heads up, all teleportation and plane shift spells on Carcery automatically fail. So you just sentenced that man to an ordeal.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my fucking god!
Where'd you send him to?
Well, I mean, you guys mentioned that you wanted to go to. I mean, we were talking earlier in the week, and y'all mentioned Carcery a few times. I guess it was just on my mind. I figured that for someone who's violated a great amount of academic laws, the prison dimension is probably the best place to go.
Oh, that
right?
man's fucked.
You sent him to you sent him to Carcery?
I thought it was just like prison. Is it like worse? It's not a dimension I've researched.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with it myself.
You see the conjuration principal stand up like, I'll take care of oh shit. And just runs out.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
As your acting headmaster, I have to say, listen, I made an oopsie, but we really don't have the resources to dedicate to a search and rescue mission right now, especially to the prison dimension. He'll be fine. Anyway, moving on.
I mean, it's not like he's going anywhere. It is a prison.
Yeah, he'll be back, or he won't.
Get fucked either way.
Listen. This wasn't the only thing I wanted to cover. He just kind of got in my way. Obviously, there's a lot of like academic issues going on here, but I have some bad news that I kind of have to lay onto it. So, just as a question, Red, because I need to make sure that I remember before I talk about this. Have we been sworn to secrecy by the council? about the siege, like mentioning that it's going to happen?
You know that they are building the forces. The only thing that is a hard don't talk about these is the location of the spawn. That is 100% keep this secret at all costs.
Okay, got it. So then I'm just going to spark notes it. I'll be like, okay, listen. A crazy cult of siege-loving, monster-worshipping jackasses are attempting to free the spawn, and they have given the Council of Amarith a year as the deadline for which their, as stated, second siege will be occurring. We really need to get our casting population up to snuff. Like, if they can't even, like, the fact that the headmaster of this supposed academy couldn't counterspell an 8th level casting is truly, like, saddening. And didn't have mage armor on him already. Like, I get it, you're in the comfort of your school, but, like, you're just telling me you're not gonna expect a student to shoot a firebolt down a hallway?
He's always been the more laid back one with a stick up his ass somehow.
Yeah, well, anyway, we don't have time. We literally have a year to get our casting population up to snuff, so, right here, right now, I'm going to go ahead and say, as now
Special
acting head...
enrollment?
Oh, right, hold on. First things first. Any objections to me immediately taking over as headmaster and declaring myself greatest wizard archmage of this age?
Everyone just kind of looks at Holly, who's been here the longest, and she just goes, "What you looking at me for? I don't want that." No, you got this, Kaz. You do it. I don't want the paperwork.
Yeah. Also, I think at this point he's just like, also, as for references, again, I am the youngest to attain professorship here. I have worked extensively with the Lazarus Guild and the Centerforge. My dad is Fenton Morrow, apparently.
We taught you. We know your references.
Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I think it's safe to say that, like, we got work to do. So let's go ahead and start circulating now. I point to the, like, divination principle, and I'm like, all right, I need you to go ahead and start immediately, like, circulating amongst as many contacts as we have that there is going to be a new entrance exam within the next few months, and it is open to a wider selection criteria. Go ahead and I'll draw up my admission requirements, and we can get started.
You got it.
Everybody think about, like, your course curriculum and what you've been wanting to teach but haven't necessarily been able to get, like, the sign-off or funding on.
Holly,
I will find a way to make it happen.
Holly raises her hand. Can I teach something else besides fucking fireball?
God, yes, there's so many other evocation spells out there.
Oh, thank Bahamut.
But but Kaz, you love casting fireball in close quarters.
Like, twice! I've upgraded. I have gravity fissure now.
Hey, Kaz, do you know if there's any students that are kind of like mischief makers, like don't really fit the mold? If need be, I can show them some arcane tricks or shit.
I immediately turn to the Dragonborn, so I'm gonna need the detention records.
Or we can beat some sense into them.
So I'm
No,
gonna
they're
need the
acting-
detention records.
My thinking is if they're acting out, they're not being challenged enough, like they're not finding their something that fits their needs. Hence why they're acting out. So if I give them this path, it might steer them in a better direction.
Additionally, just as a question, sorry.
The Dragon Butch calls out, "Just vet them. Make it sure that they're not being challenged and they're not just assholes."
Oh
Yeah, no, we'll yeah. Question. know it's a sensitive subject, but our school does have a considerable level of funding. Like, how do we feel about hiring on more professors, if it may result in like a salary cut for some people?
You hear that there's some discourse amongst that topic. On the one hand, half the teachers like, yes, we're here to teach. It's about the next generation for us. It's not about the paycheck. The others, for a few, it's like, oh, fuck.
Listen. There's literally only 8 of you for a class size of like, what, 1,000 a semester?
Also, this is because the end of the world's happening. You can't focus up.
Yeah, like, we can rework the budget in a year if we're all still alive.
Okay, but can I get that in writing just so we don't forget about it?
I will write it in blood.
Unnecessary,
The
but
most
appreciated.
binding ink.
Unnecessary, but appreciated. Thank you.
All right, we're going to hire a bunch of professors to go ahead and diversify the curriculum, make sure y'all aren't teaching a bunch of shit that y'all have said 50 million times, take the load off of y'all a bit. I, as well, won't just be tackling administratives and, BS with, I don't know, parents, investors, whatever. So I'll teach classes as well, and I'll also keep my eye out on students. I will be helping you all and be a hands-on headmaster. I don't intend to just sit back on my laurels and do paperwork all day.
Kaz, I just want you to know, in a few weeks from now, you will receive a letter of a sizable donation from James's father, from the Hargroves. And in it, he thanks you for being with James in his final moments, and donates a sizable amount and requests that something is built in his honor, just to remember his son, who gave his life.
He gets a library.
Yeah.
100%. Like, Kaz just does the usual thing where you get a donation for like a college alum, and you're just like, yeah, Hargrove Hall, whatever.
Pretty much. And
Get
so
asked about it. Like, he will dedicate like Hargrove Hall to the study of like esoterica, because that was James's like favorite subject, was like the more obscure and darker magics.
Perfect. I just love the idea of the Hargroves donating, not knowing James's real fate.
I mean, he asked the party not to tell them.
No, yeah, exactly.
So,
Alright. Anything else you want to handle while you're here?
well, I told the party that they could have at the library, so 100%. I just kind of like turned them loose to do any research they need on locations, spells, black magic, conjuration ritual, like just anything that they want to look into. Turn them loose and
try to do a bit more digging onto shit like mask, and like try to do a little more academic reading to better understand what's coming.
Damon's also going to be looking for stuff related to the seals and everything we're dealing with, but he's also going to be looking up stuff about transdimensional travel, if there's anything related to that.
Okay. I'd like everyone who's doing some research to roll and make history checks with advantage, given you are in the library of Sorrentus Sorrentorum.
Cool. Yeah.
History
I was just gonna do research into Sorrentus Sorrentorum and find out anything I could about where he is or what he's doing.
Alright, then for you, I'd make an investigation check, Kaz.
Cool.
Oh, this is a cool map.
Thank you. I don't know why there's blood in the middle. I grabbed it real quick.
Listen, man, paper cuts are nothing to joke about.
Look, there was a mage fight.
Mage fight!
They fought over that first edition.
You have to, man.
22.
Look, when you get textbooks at college, it's a fucking ripoff.
You drop in the roll 20, please. Oh, you did.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
there.
Alright, so Damon, you're looking for transdimensional magic and information on the seals, right?
Yes.
Okay, on the seals you find not even the slightest bit. Once things talk about the siege and the monsters, after the time period of the siege, all information on the monsters just abruptly ends. As if it's not being researched or it's not being allowed to be published. Like someone's going out of the way to make sure that information on these locations cannot be found. Just as a way to better protect and hide these locations.
Yeah.
You do find that during a time period known as the Long Night, there's rumors that a cult of a forgotten god stumbled across something and its heralds rapidly moved to change locations. Now, this could mean that one of the prisons at some point was found by the cult of Avagog, and they had to quickly move the spawn. But there's not enough context to really establish a connection.
Is there any?
On transdimensional stuff?
Well, no, I was gonna say, does it match up with any of our previous knowledge we have about the seals? Like, are any of this being moved constantly, things like that?
Not moved constantly. It doesn't match anything you know now, but if you were to go to these locations, you could ask and you could maybe piece together a bit more. You all going to be guided to these locations by the council. They've offered to take you to them. It's not like you're going to have to go out and find them yourselves. As for the transdimensional information, there are two separate accounts from separate conjuration wizards who believe themselves able to pass through reality. One contains a lot of pseudo magic and was essentially debunked, written by what is considered a madman who believed he was in the wrong reality and had no basis for it, had no evidence. Another, however, lists a much more credible theory that the Astral Sea opens the door to many different planes on the cosmic wheel. But if you venture further into it, through the right dimensional color pools, through the right veils and curtains, you could potentially find an entirely new multiverse. A brand new material plane with its own plane of fire, with its own Feywild, with its own Shadowfell. Mirrors of everything this realm has to offer. He ventured out to pursue this experiment, and he was never seen again. Many have assumed that he essentially destroyed himself in his own research, but many claim that they have seen him popping around throughout their own lifespans. Like, this was about 30 years ago, and there are rumors that he did in fact find another dimension. He just couldn't find his way back.
Is there a name for either of them?
The gentleman who was presumed insane is Ichabod Chomaine, but he's a much older account, probably living about 200 years ago. The other name, however, was a more recent figure. That was Jan Sawyer. He was a human man. Conjuration wizard.
Double check one thing.
Sure thing.
Yo, Hawk, those names actually sound familiar to you?
I don't know. Double checking something real quick. A lot
While
of
you're
notes.
while you're
Yeah.
checking, Storm, what do you want to find out?
Just researching stuff on mass. Again, like how long this ascension thing is going to take for Roland,
Okay. There is.
and the consequences of it once it's complete. Like if Roland completes the process, he won't be able to partake in the battle. Like he wants to make sure he's not going to be like shunted out of this plane, forbidden.
That is actually one theory you come across, that those who attain godhood can no longer return to the material plane. Saying the theory of like, well, if a human were to do this, why wouldn't they walk among us and tell us? Others believe that there's more to the process and that it's not like an instant thing that happens. There are many disciples of gods and many followers of humans who became gods. Most infamously, Bane, what's his name? The three humans who became evil gods.
All,
Yeah, Maul, thank you. Bane, Maul, and I forget the third one, unfortunately.
but Ball with a B, I think.
Yeah, Ball.
Ba, 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 ba.
And also, there are the rumors that the Raven Queen was once mortal, as well as Mask. There are rumors that there have actually been several masks throughout the years. That gods can bequeath their domains. You don't know how the process is done or how it affects them afterwards. That information doesn't seem to be here. That is one of the great mysteries of the world. What were you trying to find out? I'm sorry.
Just like if Roland was to ascend, like now, if he would be out of the fights, but like that's fine. Roland's going to shift gears and like see if he can like do research on more like magic scrolls he can do to like broaden his arsenal a little bit. Or, like, see
Do
if
me
he
a
can
favor and
find-
roll a religion check.
Sure. Ew. Am I proficient with religion? No, so that's not a 10.
Hmm.
Well,
You try and seek out for this knowledge, but you just can't figure it out at this moment.
I guess that's something I'm going to ask him when I see him again. Not looking forward to that.
And Hawk, did you come across what you're looking for?
No. It reminded me of something, but it was nothing. I don't have anything in my notes related to those two.
Okay. Let's see. We have a 18 from Aki. Aki, what were you looking for?
All right. I'll be looking into stuff about demi-planes specifically.
Demons. Okay.
Trying to get some information on Harag and Krieg.
You've learned that with an 18, that it is possible for exceptionally powerful wizards or other types of spellcasters to create their own demi-plane. Links to these can be... what's one I'm looking for? There's a variety of ways to actually utilize, get into, and access these planes. And it all depends on how it's crafted. Some use keys, such as the demi-plane you all visited for Roland's Vault. Some just require the knowledge of where it is in the cosmos and plane shifting there once you have the right tuning fork. Some you can gain access to through the astral sea.
Okay. Right. It's gonna be a powerful wizard. Alright. We're gonna crack this case open yet.
And for Kaz, a 22. Let's see. You find several books written by Sorrentis himself. many of them talking about secrets of magic and secrets that must remain locked. Some knowledge should not be shared with the masses, and some has to be earned. Because magic is a wonderful thing that has benefited so many people, but it's also a dangerous tool in the wrong hands. And for that reason, he believes that particular high-level magic should be vetted with caution. And why he believes that he himself needs to back away from the world in a way. Just observe at a time to find like-minded intellects, those who can harness the higher levels of arcanum without losing a moral standing, as it were. Because he sort of believes that with all this great power, you have to do something with it. You have to leave the world better than how you entered it. That is one of the greatest gifts of magic that allows you to do that. There's a lot of discussion about safety precautions and keys. For an intelligence check.
Okay. For is this with or without proficiency?
We'll say proficiency.
It's a 19.
19, okay. If Sorrentus was going to hide something, he wouldn't put it in a place so publicly accessible. Something that only someone at his own level could find. Someone that only they could get into.
Does that bring anything to mind for...
On the school grounds, there was one place that no one could get into. And that is a vault that even the King of Thieves could not break.
Yeah, I guess while the party is combing the library, Kaz is going to head to the vault.
Okay. Normally this would be an area that's off limits for students, but since you are the now headmaster, not a problem. You get to the vault and it's just a solid slab of adamantine. There is no hole for a lockpick. It seems though it's just an entire wall.
You said seems as if. I'd like to... We're wizards. I'd like to make an arcana check on the wall, if I may.
By all means.
Okay. Should be a 23.
23. Okay. Give me 1 sec to check something. Now, this appears to be a hard metal, and it is, but as you examine it, it's not as flat as you initially believed. There is, etched in very faintly, is a symbol for the School of Transmutation.
Oh man, he's gonna test every one of my magic knowledges. Aw, jeez. Yeah, I'll transmute the fucking adamantine.
Right, roll me an Arcana check with, yeah, an Arcana check. I was about to say with proficiency, but you already have a proficiency with that.
Yep.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was wondering, like, is he gonna have to, like, turn this adamantine door into, like, mercury or something?
Beat this door with the one thing Roland couldn't. Knowledge.
24.
24. You perform this task, and what do you try to turn it into?
That's an excellent question. I think Kaz realizes it would be a waste to destroy this adamantine. So I think he doesn't try and transmute it at all. Like, he doesn't try and turn it into another thing. I think he just shifts its composition around. I think he just makes a door by rearranging the structure of the adamantine.
Okay.
Because to destroy this much adamantine by turning it into, like, I don't know, fucking oak or sand is incredibly wasteful.
Okay. So you see it, the space in front of you turn into still metal, but a door now. And a new symbol appears in front of you. The symbol for abjuration.
Kaz, not being an abjuration wizard by trade, is going to apply his knowledge on it as best he can. As I think the most advanced abjuration spell he knows is planar binding. He's gonna try and Arcana this again.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
22.
22.
So like I said, not his subject, really.
Abjurations are the study of wards, keeping out those who are unwanted. Sorrentis is looking for those like-minded. So tell me this. Does Kaz believe that he is wanted?
I think he does, but because it's abjuration is the study of wards and like sealing, I think Kaz realizes he's not necessarily a good practitioner of defensive magic, so he's going to instead ply it with something he does know, which is conjuration. Kaz is going to be like, I have created a door, let me summon a key.
Okay. Does Kaz know Glyph of Warding?
I think he's got it in his spellbook, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if not, I know that James did.
No, it was on the sorcery spell list. So yeah, I believe Kaz does know.
Oh yeah, no, I do. I know Glyph of Warding. It's an abjuration, yeah.
So one thing that some abjuration spells can do is give commands of like, let this person in. They can be vague, they can be more strict. But you try to make a key?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you go about this key process?
I think that Kaz just thinks to himself, like, I am the new headmaster, I am worthy, open up, and then we'll just, like, basically reach into the ether and pull out a key, like, whatever key would fit the lock to this door. Like, he's just basically putting his faith in the we.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another Arcana check for this.
Okay.
This one's going to be a fairly high DC.
That is a 30. That is a natural 20 plus 10. Fairly high DC. Get shit on the dice.
You need a 40.
The dice say door open.
Jesus Christ, okay.
The dice say door open.
I gotta say, you cut out for a second, but I could hear you laughing from the basement.
So, this door that was crafted to test the minds and worthiness of those who would come after him, that would only open for those who truly were equals. Cause you put your hand on the door, just go fucking open, and it just like, okay, it opens. It's for you, and you can now progress through into this hidden chamber.
I move into the hidden chamber. Once I am on the other side of this wall of adamantine, I will transmute yet again to go ahead and reseal the wall and remove the door, because
You turn around and the door is already gone. And you look around and the room is completely empty.
I'll look around the empty room because I feel like I am still being tested, and I'm going to start looking for like an illusion sigil.
Make an Arcana check.
God, this is going to be my fucking night.
It is, unfortunately.
Okay, that's 28.
28. While you don't see a sigil for illusion, you do feel the presence of magic in the air, and you're certain you're under an illusion.
I will dispel the magic.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a dispel magic check. Yeah, the good old counterspell.
Okay. Let's see.
D20 plus your intelligence.
Yep. That's a waste of a third level spell slot, so that's a 6.
You attempt it and you don't feel... The feeling still remains.
I attempt it again, this time with gusto.
Alright. Roll again with gusto.
18 plus 5, 23.
Now that's gusto.
I think Kaz, like, does dispel magic, rolls that nat 1, and just, like, his magic fizzles out, and he's just like, okay, no, and then just rears back and magics.
You see the entire interior fade. You see the door reappear. As well as this just one altar in the middle of the room. It's... For such a big door, it's actually such a much smaller room. It's maybe 20 by 20 feet compared to how big the other wall was.
Mm-hmm.
And on
So you said... Oh, sorry.
there's a single platform, like a pedestal with just this crystal ball on top of it.
All right, I'll test my divination.
You walk up to it, and it's not a crystal ball at all. It actually more closely resembles a snow globe.
Take a look at it.
Right. So, how do you inspect it?
I guess investigation.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at it. That's a 30. Natural 20 plus 10 again.
All right. You
Reveal unto me your secret snow globe.
you look into it, and looking back at you, you see a single eye blink back at you. Curiously, you pick up this snow globe, and you feel the entire world speed by you at 1,000 miles an hour, as you're no longer in the vault. You find yourself on a demi-plane. You then hear this voice. Well, who do we have here? As appearing before you is a spectator.
I look at it and I'm just like, okay, all right. And I'm just gonna take stock of my surroundings because I can see the map, and obviously
Yes.
I'm in some kind of temporal nexus. So I'm gonna take. I think Kaz is going to legitimately like walk around and like take in his surroundings.
Hey, hold on! I didn't say you could go.
I don't answer to you.
Oh, I am master of this domain. I think you'll find you well. And then you hear a voice call out, "You're not master of this domain, Emmanuel. I am. Let our guest look around." Yeah.
I would like to look into each of the rooms, if I may.
Okay. In this room over here, to your left.
Oh, this room.
Yeah, down the bottom. You see what appears to be a room filled with books and constellations, mapping the stars and the skies of seemingly multiple realms. On the next room, you see this stuffed griffin, like a statue of one, and even more books, more research, this time on bestiaries. Up here, you see this lively, almost garden-like environment. But, again, books. This is like your candy store. This one's filled with information about plants and like herbs and healing.
Nice.
Above, you see this very darkly lit room filled with books. At first glance seems about monsters and curses. Up next, another room filled with lights and stars, except this one seems to cover different planes in general and conjuration.
Okay.
Next, the second one with a griffin in it. This one talking about other mages and tales of heroes. An archive. Then in this room, this one is lit similarly to the previous plant-based room, but these plants are different. They're more eccentric. This room with its lore talks about the Feywild and elven magic. And then in this room, you see many books and scrolls on forgotten lore, magic principles and theory. And you also see standing about 8 feet tall, wearing these long robes, holding this large golden staff, this shimmering halo above his head, what appears to be a lich. Oh, you must be Kazel Dran.
And you must be Sorrentus Sorrentorum.
In what remains of the flesh.
That can't be comfortable.
It is much more comfortable than the alternative of lichdom, I will safely say.
Fair point, fair point.
Now, you've heard about liches. They are a taboo subject because they require a great deal of sacrifices to one's humanity. It's a terrible process that leaves the body decayed. But you don't see that applied here. For someone who's lived as long as it is believed that Sorrentus lived, if he were a lich in the traditional sense, he would look far worse than this.
Mm-hmm. I have so many questions.
We'll get to it then.
Okay, so what lost magic are you in possession of that I could learn? Are there schools of wizardry that are devoted to the archivation of material and magic? Can I be what you are, but maybe less undeady, if that's possible? Like, I don't know, put my soul in like a box and the form be preserved as it is now. Not to say I'm a vain person, but I think that if I look 8 feet tall and kind of like, not like decaying, but like withered, it's going to be a little hard to teach classes. A lot of distractions.
Well, in order, yes, I am privy to several forgotten spells and several incomplete spells that may be of fun for you. Yes, there is what I refer to as the Order of the Scribe, which keeps and preserves all knowledge, and potentially, as far as I'm aware, I'm the only mage to go through the process as I intended, so there are bound to be ways to improve it, especially with how magical theory has advanced since my undertaking of the rite.
Awesome.
Now, I do believe you found my spell book.
Oh, yeah.
At that, the gauntlets glow and the spell book materializes. Like, oh, good. It's been a while since I've seen this. Silly me must have misplaced my bracers.
I don't believe you did.
Astute, aren't you?
Well, I mean, you're all about tests, so it would be kind of,
pointless if no one could find my tests.
I was gonna say more, it would be kind of a gross oversight to actually lose the means by which to find your successor.
Indeed. And a successor is exactly what I'm looking for.
Cool.
Now, what do you want to know? Where shall we start?
Oh, that's always the problem, isn't it?
How about we start with magical spells that never made their way out of development? What's the highest spell you can cast right now?
I mean, I've got some ninth on tap. I just don't have the slots to cast them right now. But
We shall fix that.
I'd say Illusory Dragon is probably my most powerful one as far as like the breath of the arcane that I have to wield to conjure it.
I'm not familiar with this spell. It must have been developed.
Oh, dude, magic has changed so much since you were in the game.
Please show me.
I'm gonna need a long rest before I can do that. I'll just pull out my spell book and show him like the theorems and how it's supposed to work.
Uh-huh.
and do that thing that wizards can do, where I transcribe a spell scroll from my spell book for him.
He casts it and summons a familiar dragon to you, the ancient iron dragon of Urn. It's like, oh my, look at that.
Okay, well, you have already tweaked a spell you have just learned, as shouldn't really be able to do that, but that is cool.
Oh, is it only chromatics?
It just says a huge shadowy dragon. It doesn't specify. The only thing is that, like, you can use it to, like, it's basically just like it summons a like dragon made of like shadow and illusion.
Oh.
So it just kind of it says huge shadowy dragon. But I assume you would make it appear as like any form of dragon, so long as it breathes acid, cold, fire, lightning, energy, or sorry, necrotic or poison.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'll allow it to be physical-ish, like realistic. It's a 7th level spell. Why not?
8th level spell.
But that one, yes.
So yeah, I think Kaz is just like, wow. Okay. Last time I used this, I created like a silver dragon, but you went right for the iron. All right.
It's been a while since I've seen my old friend. I wanted to gaze upon his skills, even if it was just an illusion.
Yeah.
No.
I could actually take you to like talk to him if you wanted to like actually chat. Like, I do know Yearn.
Oh, that's wonderful. Huh. Right then. Shall we begin your studies, Headmaster?
Absolutely, Headmaster.
And from there, we'll transition out and do a bit of siege spawn hunting. Alright, so you guys have 3 spots to choose from. You can choose to visit the Frigid Fortress, the Searing Cell, or the Dark Nest. I need to run to the bathroom, so feel free to discuss amongst yourselves where you want to go first.
Where do you want to go?
Good for any of the locations.
Storm wanted to go to Sotani, right?
Dorchen Need. That's the only one that Roland tends to go to. Seeing as you guys have everything else.
Well, let's do that one then, since it's with more people. Can you pronounce that one more time?
Dorchen Need.
Doshani. Okay. I've been saying it wrong.
I'm back and I brought my dog.
Whoa.
Welcome back.
We're going to the Frigid Fortress first.
Alright. Frigid Fortress it is. Ow.
The dog does not like this plan.
Bailey,
I'm
no.
also back.
Stay with me, Bailey. Stay with me.
Bailey is our DM now.
Hello, it's Bailey.
There's her voice.
Alright. So, back at the Center Forge, you all meet up with Galfishbon, who knows the way to the Frigid Fortress. It lies beyond the gates of Hemeros, up to the north of the continent. It is the prison to Zotani, the Firebleeder. So, the party makes their way up north, past the gates of Hemeros. You all recall that Claire and her group made their way up here into the pole to the elemental plane of ice, which, Damon, I remember you said you wanted to bring Claire. Let me grab her right quick.
Yeah, just that way I can kind of multitask training her while we're on the journey and get kind of a feel for her.
Sure thing. Galfishbon warns you all that you should definitely bring supplies and that the journey is going to be dangerous, as this is going to be a 3-day trek once you clear the mountain and get into the tundra. Once past the mountains, you see a white field for as far as the eye can see. The first day is spent getting down the other side of the mountain. I'd like you all to make perception checks.
I'm really good at these.
Oh. 24.
24.
13.
13.
15.
15. And Roland? Okay, he's not here.
28. I put it in chat.
Oh,
Sorry, I was killing a wasp.
yes, kill it. Alright. So, Roland and Damon. And also Aki.
Right.
As you make your way down, you see these odd rock formations. Upon further inspection, these odd rocks, they're people who have ventured up north unprepared and have suffered the consequences, frozen in ice.
Like to roll Arcana to see if there's anything magical about this ice.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Yeah,
Arcana.
same.
Go for it.
Maybe they were sacrificed.
Oh wow, I didn't realize my Chrono was this good. I need to do that more. 23.
23.
15.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I got another 15.
There was a faint magical nature of this ice. It could be as a result of the opening to the ice elemental plane in this area, though. Beyond that, there's not really anything substantially sinister or arcane about this ice.
BRB.
Okay.
Be a sacrifice to Harag and Creed.
On the second day, you begin your trek across the snowy tundra. Now, I'd like you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, man.
Hey. 17.
17, 10, whew,
Thank God Zorus is made of fire.
8,
God.
whew. Galfish Bond's gonna have to make one too. He succeeds, and is so far the only one who succeeds. One, oh wait, Claire too. Let's see. Oh, Claire. Claire's just short. I'll check Storm when he gets back, but so far everyone takes a point of exhaustion just from the harsh snowstorm that is beginning to roll in.
Where do we mark exhaustion on roll 20?
I don't know if this particular character sheet offers a mark.
Just gotta remember it, I guess.
Yeah. Which is kind of annoying. Just with noting that you guys have disadvantage on ability checks. Okay.
I'm back. Why is everything quiet?
Make a Constitution saving throw. I was going through my notes.
Oh, con save.
Yes. You know, your best stat.
Thank God I took resilience.
What'd you get?
19.
That's the DC. I hate you. You're the only one besides Galfish Bun who made it.
Oh my God. I just assumed Damon had con saves.
Damon only got a 17.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The DC was 19.
I'm so cold.
Yeah. So congrats. You avoid taking a point of exhaustion.
Ah,
Wait,
cool.
wait. Does my real quick, does the class thing where I have like I'm hot and cold all the time, does that affect anything?
Huh.
Because I think I was still set on ice and fire.
You know what? This is due to an ice environment. I'll give you advantage on the save.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's better. That's a 20.
Yeah. You.
I'll have used my reaction to cast Silvery Ball to give Damon disadvantage on this.
Damon, you're okay.
Damon would like to rage.
But yeah, Damon, you are good. It's uncomfortable, but you're powering through. You do not suffer a point of exhaustion.
But it would have been really funny.
If it would have been a dick move. Okay.
Damon's dying breath would be just a flips Roland off.
Now, the landscape is ripe with cold. Your movement is still half as you're pushing through. This check seems to bother Galfish Bond a lot less, given his giant's blood and familiarity with the terrain. It is on the third day that you continue your journey as the weather begins to take a turn for the worse. You get wrapped up in this massive blizzard, but you all manage to... No, I'm going to need survival checks from everybody. With advantage because Galfish Bond is helping.
Ah, fuck.
Whoa! It sucks that I roll high and then it's a wisdom, so it's a 17.
17's the DC.
Woo!
8.
I'm guessing that's not one of your skills, huh, Roland?
Survive. Okay, let me just give you a quick list. Athletics, performance, nature, medicine, religion, survival. Those are the skills I don't have.
Unfortunate.
Actually, hold on 1 second. Let me check one of my spells.
Good news. Everything from here on out is a survival skill.
Oh my God, do I not have that spell? I could have sworn I took follow knowledge.
I think you mentioned that to me. I don't think you added to your actual character sheet yet.
Let me take a look at my D&D Beyond. I could have sworn I grabbed that
Yeah,
one.
that's what we were on when you were talking to me about it. And still, enough people. Damien, you got an 18?
Yeah.
Okay, you pass as well. So does Aki.
Cool.
Enough people pass so that the group does not end up lost and have to deal with any other bullshit.
Red, while we're walking, just to keep it tucked away for later. At night, Aki's drawing 2 pictures.
Okay. Well, what are the pictures of?
Rog and Krieg.
Gotcha.
And
Go ahead.
none.
Okay. Okay, so on You're able to push through until you eventually come across this canyon. Oh, I know why I'm flubbing up. I just noticed that the music stopped.
Yeah, the bard bot dipped.
How dare you, ball? You're not allowed to die until I can say so.
A fitting Arctic wonderland.
You come across this canyon. Let me move you to another map.
Gonna push Zorus over the edge.
It can fly.
Oh, yeah, I can fly. I can fly.
Exactly.
Below you, it descends into complete blackness. Unlike displayed here on this map, I didn't get a chance to Photoshop it.
So I was joking, but legit, I'm tempted. Like, Zorus is fiery. Let's see how deep it goes.
In front of you, there's nothing but a wall of white blizzard, as it seems as though the entire world just seems to cut off here. There's this massive snowstorm around you all, and nowhere left to go. Golf respawn. Oh, I seems to have forgotten to change this. Let me. God, you're not there. Claire is. Golf respawn steps out and calls out something in Giant. Who here understands Giant?
You don't think so?
I picked it.
All right, Zosen, you understand this.
That's
first
common and
time.
infernal.
I mean, to be fair, this is the first time Giants come in handy.
Yeah, it's the first time it ever mattered.
He calls out, "Lantern Bearer, I am the rider, emblazoned of the tribe of the Star Blazon. We come to ensure what is locked in ice and rime remains such. Grant me your audience." Through the snowstorm, in front of you, on the other side of the canyon, you see a figure emerge from the storm. You see this Goliath woman wearing furs, carrying a spear. She's maybe 50 feet across from all of you. And she looks over towards you all and calls out in common. You bring outsiders, untested. I assure you, Lantern Bearer, they are tested. I'm merely here to make sure that all things are as they should, that Zotani remains in its tomb. And is that worth the attention of outsiders? To risk spreading the secret of where the spawn rest? This is their fight too. They've shown themselves more than worthy. I want their help in securing the tomb. Karvonen is back. The Goliath woman grows quiet at that. A siege, then. Galfishbun nods, and the Goliath woman slams her spear into the her side of the canyon as this beam of light emanates from her side of the canyon to yours, creating this bridge of light.
I didn't want to interrupt,
Yes?
but while she was talking about if we're worthy or not, I wanted to claim Shadow,
Okay.
And I teleport behind her. Just as a little bit of a flex, just to show we are kind of worth our salt.
Alrighty. You teleport behind her, and she immediately just swings.
Misty Step 30 feet out of range.
Is Misty Step a reaction?
No, it is not, but I would like it to be.
24.
24. My armor class is 20. It misses.
What? No.
No, it doesn't. That's not how it works.
She's just hitting you with the butt, so it's going to be a d4. That's going to be 6 points of damage as she kind of just slams the butt of her spear into your chest.
3 points of damage. Uncanny dodge.
You're ridiculous.
She looks over at Galfishbon. Your tested ones suck.
Just showing off a little bit. Here's Lantern Bearer. Wait, I didn't hear the actual name.
No.
You're showing off a little bit.
Galfish Bond will have brought you up to speed on her a little bit. This is Tuga Nor, the Lantern Bearer, the Tribe Queen, the Winter's Chain.
Winter's Chain. Badass name.
Yeah, I probably should have started with those notes instead of this. I've been very frantic to get this session ready. She calls over to the rest. Come. I want to get a closer look at you. Inspect if you will, and bear witness.
Alright. Walk across.
In Giant, just because Soros has never gotten to talk in Giant before, he's just gonna say, "I'm coming!" He's so excited.
Aki just sort of waits to make sure the others go first.
Damon makes the trip.
Alright.
Watch, she's going to turn it off halfway across.
No, she'd never do that.
Hey, it's a good thing that we all have wings and can fly.
Yeah, it's
Right,
a great thing
Zordis?
that we all have wings, right? Oh.
Keep it moving, please.
We're here.
Come on, Aki. Who's a good boy?
Alright. You made it far enough. I trust this.
Yeah. Okay, relax. We only had a super prison for one of the worst monsters in all of existence. No need to be so uptight.
No,
Historia
you should
pulls
be
up the bridge.
uptight. If I have any inkling that you are going to reveal the secret of this location, you will be immediately murdered. You see Galfish Bond just kind of face palms like, Tuga, please, no. She's never really grasped sarcasm.
So, I assume your people skills are amazing.
I am leader of my tribe, of course, but I am good with talking to my people.
Oh, thank God you comprehend I meant talking.
This old wine is trying to insult me.
No, it's just how I show my love.
I am flattered, but I have sworn myself to my duty. It would never work between us.
I like this one.
I understand. I respect your duty. I will cry myself to sleep tonight.
You will. Anyway.
If I die, can you adopt Claire?
Certainly. Wait, what? As you walk across the bridge, you notice that she seems to be taller than Godfish Bond. Long dog. Why am I giving you a description? You can see the token. Fuck it. She guides you all to this grouping of rocks. Sliding one out of the way, you see these set of stone steps that descend downward. Quietly, the lantern bearer takes the lead and takes out a lantern to light the way. You're walking down this set of stone stairs for maybe 30 minutes. It is a long descent until you see this light at the end of the stairwell that reveals the canyon that you were looking down to from above before. And here you see, suspended between the canyons by adamantine chains, encased in ice, the skeletal body of Zotani, the fire bleeder.
Oh shit.
I've seen bigger.
In addition, you see more cave openings, 12 total, 6 on either side, all with Goliaths stationed there. Are you satisfied? Just want to make sure everything's the way it is, the way it should be.
And that's a sheet of ice?
Yeah, this map isn't entirely accurate for what I had envisioned, but you know, it's accurate that Zotani right now. Well, let me pull this up for reference. Do-do-do-do.
Just saw the group chat. Rescue the light bridge.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I was wondering if that's what you were referencing. They will turn it off when I went halfway across.
What do you think I am, crazy? Oh,
This-
that's the motherfucker.
This is Zatani, normally.
Oh my god.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
it's
he's
much
nice.
better.
A fiery centipede.
Yep.
I like that he's drooling fucking magma.
Yeah, no, he's hardcore.
He's not really as on fire as I remember.
Yes.
Like looking into the eyes.
All the spawn possess the ability to regenerate from death. This process is, for the most part, slow. For those who we couldn't adequately seal away quickly, it was a long-fought battle. This entire area used to be nothing but volcanic activity. Our tribe, along with others, back during the siege, ripped open a tear to the ice elemental plane in an attempt to wound and slow down the beast. We then entered the fray with an army of giants to beat the son of a bitch into submission. Took days and many casualties, but we eventually managed to kill it, and then we kept fighting longer. Picked it apart until nothing was left but bones. That way, we made sure that even if it regenerated, it would take its sweet fucking time. Any questions?
I suppose this rift through the ice plane is why we found some frozen people on the side of the mountain. There seemed to be some magic with that. Is there something we should be worried about up here?
From what I was told, hard calls had to be made during the siege. There was an attempt to evacuate the area before the portal was made, but from what I understand, not everyone was able to be evacuated before the ritual was complete. Many lives were lost.
A convenient number of disappearances and deaths. Thank you very much for answering my questions.
This was during the time of the siege, though, not anything recent.
Red, Roland is just doing a quick scan. With my history as a thief, the entire way up, like since the light bridge, I'm just doing the numbers in my mind. How would I break into this place? Thinking to myself, if I can do it, then the fucking certainty that Karvonen and his crew can break into this place.
Okay.
I'm looking for like breaches in security, lack of guards, anything that looks like it could be an issue.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20 plus your intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay, so intelligence check. I just also want to check one thing. I'm using the one to detect magic as well to see if there's anything else that I can find in this.
Okay.
Okay. Plus intelligence, plus proficiency. Okay, that's really good. 22.
22. Alright. For the magic you sense, you take out the wand and you sense a motherfucking boatload of magic emanating off the corpse of Zatani. You do sense magic from all the Goliaths stationed as well. that you find that curious until you hear an alarm go off, and in sync, each of the Goliaths present their hands and blast the corpse with fire. Well, not fire, with ice magic. You hear the Lantern Bearer mention, we reapply ice magic to the corpse every 4 hours every day. Guys, you do notice that even though it's encased in ice, there are these small micro movements, and there is some ice melting on the inside. Very minor, but you can see why they're constantly attacking, just to keep what is dead dead. And as for how you would heist this place, you recall that looking from above down, it was pitch black, and looking back up, the same happens. It descends into blackness up top as well. It would be essentially a blind climb, and using tools the conventional way would be too loud. This would have to be a bare-handed climb, or use something like spider climb. But even then, spider climb has a time limit, and with the duration it took for you guys to get down here, that's just not feasible. So it would take someone a bare-handed climb, at least probably double the time it took you to get down here. So someone would have to climb by hand an hour in the dark to get down here. Not easily doable, especially if they were to bring a large group with them.
I don't think this is going to be the one they go for.
The only alternative would be to just like crash an airship and just be like, fuck it, let's guess.
This guy might be that fucking crazy, though.
He would be.
He keeps talking about being insane, outsane.
Sane, insane, outsane.
Red.
Yes.
How would siege tactics look at a place like this? Like, if he just had enough forces to throw at it?
Again, with the climbing method, it would take a lot of time to climb down, and the distance would make conventional firearms and ranged weapons virtually ineffective. The best way to get down here that you know of was the staircase that you all took, and that was fairly tight quarters. You could maybe fit 2 people across at any time.
Honestly, it sounds like Napoleon trying to invade Russia like a fool's errand.
It can, yeah. There's many choke points that the tribe can use to their advantage if they were to be invaded. Also, use the one to detect magic.
Yes.
The darkness that descends above you is magical darkness.
I put on my mask. Do I see anything after that point, or does it still descend deep?
It descends deep into darkness, even beyond your 120 feet range.
Right, so that's things just more of a fucking formality to fuck up people. Gotcha. Respect.
Do I see anything looking up?
You do see also into the darkness, but eventually caps off for you as well. Like, the darkness extends beyond 120 feet.
Okay.
Are you satisfied?
Very.
We should get the people from Centerforge to put the same magical barrier that doesn't let people teleport down here.
I believe that can be arranged. Tava can probably set that up. Hey, anything that improves defenses, we're all for. Where are you guys heading to next?
Do what you need.
Do what you need. Alright, tell Corvo we say hi. We don't get to see the other clans very often. She turns to you, Zoris. Speaking of,
Hello.
you're from the Crimson Clan.
You like, there's like the wave, hand wave, like sorta.
Orion still in
really
charge
big.
of that shithole?
No. My father is now.
Good, he was a
Orion's,
dickhead.
dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, shit. The fuck happened there?
No one really liked him.
That bad? Fuck.
Yeah, total uprising. Broke people out of prison. It was a whole thing.
It was kind of dramatic.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Oh shit.
But it's all good now. We have like refrigerators down there now. to, like,
Refrigerator?
cool that. Oh man.
A machine that actually makes ice, so you have to blast
Aye.
at something.
You see one of the Goliaths look at you like, what?
No. You guys are doing great work though. You guys are doing really good.
Back to work.
I mean, if you guys want a vacation, though, we can probably try to get you one.
The tribe of the Frostback do not shirk their duties. You see one
trying to do,
Goliath's
Roland?
like, I mean, a vacation once a year wouldn't be that bad.
Damon just elbows Roland. What are you trying to do? Get the Guardians of the thing to unionize? Shut it!
Karvonen doesn't get here the unionization well. Karvonen just sends a union buster.
Look, wow, Damon, I should have I thought someone who put together our forces would understand workers' rights.
Azrin doesn't get a day off. She hasn't
And
asked
you
for
were
one.
the villain of your story. Let's fuck with you, man.
That's me, Hulk, trying to just try not to laugh.
Alright, if there's nothing else you guys want to investigate here, up next is the Dark Nest. Do what you need.
But we're looking forward to this one.
The Prison of Carthagaz, the Dance of Disharmony. This one is actually guided to you by Sasha, as she once again takes you on the high seas.
My boy!
Not them.
Oh,
No.
I'm sad now. I'm about to jump overboard.
Ghost of Cause appears before us.
Counts Mammoth.
What's that?
The Ghost of Cause appears before us.
Sasha guides you all to Porto Bonte, where you all take sail again. Only this time to the edge of the map, into waters said to be too dangerous to be charted. You battle harsh storms and dodge ships destroyed and now poking out the water. And in one case, a ship that is actually a fucking mimic. After a while, there is
Did that
this.
combat?
I'm trying to run as much of this without combat, but if we want.
I'm joking, sorry.
But no, we can do that if you want later. I'm totally cool with that. After a while, there is a constant rainstorm that pounds your vessel. Eventually, against all logic and reason for sanity, oh wait, Sirius has the wheel. That explains it. You eventually see a small island in the distance. Pulling up, you see that there are 5 destroyed ships on the beach, all made of this dark oak wood. Sasha turns to you all. Welcome to Dorch in Need. You all disembark as Sasha guides you up a path from the beach to the mouth of a cave. She takes out a torch and you can see intricate carvings on the inside of this cage of a giant sea serpent with its massive tendrils lashing out at ships, breathing poison and madness. If anyone would like to, you can make a religion, history, or arcana check if you're curious.
Go
Storm,
for
I know you are.
What were the options again?
Arcana, history, or religion.
Arcana, history, or religion? I'll take Arcana.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Arcana as well.
Since Hawk's doing Arcana, I'll do history instead. Try to.
Ooh. Go ahead.
That's a nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice, man.
So that's 27 for Arcana.
27. Got it.
26 for history for Roland.
How do I roll well and you guys make me feel lame? What's up with that? No, I got a 22 religion.
What religion?
22.
22.
Nice.
Nice.
Good roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
everyone
it's
did really great. Okay, so 22 religion. Okay, I'll start with the religion, move to history and arcana. Alright, so there was... No, also with history. There was a belief that there was this giant sea serpent that spawned all of the ocean sea life, but more importantly, all of the monsters that lay beneath the sea. There are numerous legends that tell of this creature and her stomping grounds, as well as stories that a group of adventurers imprisoned her. Stories about this monster did not stop there, that a cult formed around it. So this is where your knowledge kind of comes in, that this cult seemed to worship this creature of the sea that created monsters, and worshippers of this creature just what's what I'm looking for? Blessed her disciples with being able to take the form of monsters, such as the whale shark or the whale gator.
Of course.
The dreaded dire piranha.
Dire piranha?
Yes.
Guys, I'm kind of scared of the dire piranha.
You know, be more. I won't lie. I think I'd be more terrified of a dire megalodon.
Those are around too. A megalodon, though.
I'm concerned about a dire jellyfish, given what they have in Australia. I don't want to fuck with the man of war.
There's also rumors that it was also... Let me find that. It also was responsible for creating one of the more dreaded denizens of the sea. The Lakatha. I just hear Storm laughing in the distance. My boy.
What about the? What about
Hey, to the
land
giant
shark?
gods, guys.
And Damon and Aki, with your Arcana checks, you know that this creature was sealed, but its cult also grew powerful enough that they attempted to release it. This drew the attention of a band of adventurers who slew the cult, as well as took an epic battle against the Mother of Oblivion, as she was called. Eventually, the Mother of Oblivion was destroyed, and her prison now seemingly available. The thing that interests you, Damon, is that these events happened after the siege. And it kind of takes you back to what you read in the library before about the potential for a spawning to be relocated.
Yeah, I did want to interrupt earlier, but I was also going to ask the ice place when we left, like if they knew anything to corroborate that story, and I plan on doing the same here.
Okay. I forgot to move you guys to the right map. Here's what you need. I'm just going to leave cars there.
He's with us,
As
spirit.
you
That's
delve
with
deep,
us in spirits.
you delve deeper into the cave, hearing the soft drip of water from the ceiling stalactites. You come across an opening to an internal pool. The surface has this faint glow as it as emerges from the pool a familiar face, a Triton man you've met once before, Karvonen. Hello, Sasha. He gives you all a nod. Lazarus Guild, correct?
Aye.
It is a pleasure. Welcome to Deutsche Need. What can I do for you today? Where'd I put Sasha? Where'd you go?
Oh, she's so big.
Yeah, the scaling on this map is not accurate. Whatever. This was a gridded map, so I just decided to not enforce the grid on this map.
Fair enough.
I can go in an angle now.
Oh no!
I'm off the map.
He's too.
No!
He's
you
too powerful.
madman.
Yeah, I can be between 4 places.
Corvo
Form up
turns.
for the Megazord.
Corvo addresses Sasha. You've come to inspect Dorchen. You've come to inspect the tomb, correct? You haven't noticed anything about Carthagaz, have you? He shakes his head no. If anything, I'd say he's in worse shape than he's ever been. After I've got your message, I instructed my men to begin severing his pieces even further. Hide behind Claire. I understand that you've been visiting other sealing locations, Lazarus Guild.
Yeah, Legend Bearer says hi.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. I miss her. We should get coffee sometime.
So the
One looks around. Where'd my friends go? They're all hiding so well.
ah! No.
Ah! I died from a heart attack. 'Cause
You're
I'm
so
old.
old.
So the dark nest?
Yes. It was once the home to a creature known as the Mother of Oblivion, but as she no longer needed it, we figured that we would make use of it.
What happened to this Mother of Oblivion?
She was destroyed. A group of adventurers caused a collapse and, quite frankly, just beat the shit out of her.
Fucking yeah, we did, man.
Sure thing.
Going to approach him. Hello, my name is Aki. I happen to be an expert on cults, and I've heard there's something about a cult involved with this.
Yes, it was a cult devoted to the Mother of Oblivion.
And what happened to this cult?
It is believed that the group that destroyed the Mother of Oblivion also killed all the followers. This was so long ago that we don't have accurate records, but if that is, I would like to believe that's true, though I don't hold on to hope purely. I would say what would be likely is that they, if any survived, they would either attempt to regroup with their like-minded individuals would be adopted into other cults that would benefit the same purpose, such as the cult of Robogog.
Yes, this cult of Robogods we are looking for. And I believe that this cult may be related in some way, shape, or form, as this is a very relevant topic. I hold up my first drawing of Harag. Have you seen this man?
No, I do not believe I've seen this individual.
Okay. What about... Pull up the other one.
I didn't know you could do that in Roll20!
Have you seen... Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't believe I've seen this one either.
Okay.
This looks like the same man to me.
They are very
All
similar,
ends look the same to you. Racist!
but if you do, let me know.
Certainly. If this is a giant?
It is two men, but attached at the neck. Quite big. Some might call him giant. I think giant is dependent upon one's relative stature. We met a giant lady at the last place we went, but
Yes,
that's
true.
just to me.
Alright then. If I see this individual, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Would you like to take a look at Carthagaz? Inspect him?
I don't know. Trying to. Then he
Yes.
seems like an interest. He seems to be speaking the truth. Go off and take my notes.
So, would you like to witness Carthagaz? Get a look at his tomb?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right back. He dives into the water. A moment later, he comes up. And as he holds open his palm, you just see a chunk of meat.
Is that all of him?
No, this my man's been doing good work cutting him up more. This is now one of 3,005,674 pieces. He takes out a knife, cuts that piece in half. 75.
Can we keep this piece just for investigative purposes?
No.
Can we eat it?
No.
How much will it cost for the piece?
The rogue urge to sleight of hand this, but I won't.
Come on, come on.
These are pieces that are constantly regenerating. Well,
Oh, never mind.
yeah, they're constantly regenerating. It's why we keep stabbing. Like, follow me. He casts water breathing on all of you.
Oh,
Take
this
a,
can't be good.
take a look.
It's not necessary.
Well,
It is
Well, we're going.
yeah.
You see a swarm of tritons just stabbing and cutting at these chunks of meat that are floating below the water's surface. You see a group that seem to just be scouting, looking for pieces that, for lack of a better term, might be hiding.
Must be an easier way to do this.
No, this is no way.
Oh, this is so good.
In my eyes, the fighting never stopped. We must continue the assault on the spawn, regardless of the form they take. These are monsters that want to swallow the world. Why should they know a moment's rest?
No, you're right.
And for reference, this is what Carthagaz looks like
Oh my god!
when he's not in 3 million tiny chunks.
I want to fight one of these guys. I want to fight one so bad.
Thanks, I hate it!
This one is so creepy though, so maybe we fight like the, I don't know, the magic one.
Yeah, Kaz isn't here to argue with that.
Oh, he had so many tat. Oh.
Bah!
No, stop it! Stop!
It's no fucking mandibles. This was like the last stop Ronan wanted to do before going on his adventures with Mask. So I'm going to quickly BRB. So if there's anything else anyone wants to do, Ronan's peaced out for a little bit.
Alrighty. So that just leaves.
Also, Red, can you confirm what we did with the GIF? Because just trying something in the collusion chat we have. Did we leave it with Tazrin or Spit?
There was Spit right now, I believe.
Yeah, because we think we put Tazrin in charge of getting some info out of them.
That sounds familiar, actually.
I mean, are you the Gith Pirates? We just kind of gave them a subsidiary like license, and then said you work for us, and we didn't really put them under anybody, as far as I remember. We just kind of like Tazrin and Spit are our only officers, really. So I think we just were like, you report to someone other than us. But
I still have them at the keep. If you guys want,
Asri's working on it. She's making more.
I still had them at the keep. Why do you guys want to chat with them?
We might need to, but I got BRB for a bit.
Okay.
Red, I was gonna ask if they knew anything kind of related to the other information that I had. Like, it was because
Sure
I'm just
thing.
worried there's something else floating around out there being moved that we don't know about.
You bring this up, and Corvo gives you a nod. Like, as a matter of fact, that was Carthagaz that had to be moved.
Okay.
Yes. His initial site was discovered by the cult of Ravagog, and we had to quickly move him discreetly. That's why this location was chosen, because it is not very easy to get to, and there's already plenty of horror stories about it. Most sailors refuse to even sail this far. Only the mad would.
I imagine that this would only add to his legend.
If it were, I do not care. All
Well,
that
no, I
matters.
understand. Like the bad juju this thing gives off. Just
Fair.
I don't know. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be near this thing.
Then you are sensible.
I haven't called worse.
Is there life in this pool?
Life in this pool?
Like other fishies swimming around, things I might be chewing on and eating off of it.
No. As a matter of fact, the only thing you see swimming in this area are the tritons who are attacking the fleshy bits, and that's it. It seems though there's not even any algae.
Okay.
So with that, there's only one cell left that I have prepared. So you guys want to visit the Searing Cell, home of Volgal the Endsinger.
I want to so bad.
All right. So, you all meet up at the Center Forge with Tava, as you see him making final preparations. He tells you all that he's preparing to teleport actually to the continent of Valentia, where he is originally from. However, he points out that he actually can't teleport you guys all the way, because the base of the location that he's trying to teleport you guys to is protected via astral stalker blood, which inhibits teleportation, so there will be a small little walk once you guys get there.
Knew we should have drained Whitaker.
It's all good.
No, wait, no, not astral stalker. I mean astral dreadnought.
Ooh.
I got that confused. That was my mistake.
Knew we should have drained Whitaker's Digivolve form. I just never heard your brother laugh. He's muted. I just heard it to laugh in the other room.
Nice. So, as you teleport to the Hiqueta volcano, you're immediately hit by this wave of heat. Looking around, you see a steady stream of lava flowing down the side of the volcano. But Tava doesn't seem too concerned by this sight. You know that volcano...
Okay, oh, what are we doing in hell?
They went to the steering cell.
Oh, okay.
Yep, roll initiative.
All
Fighting
right.
the mountain.
Which is worse, this or the ice place?
Well, the Quetta volcano is constantly in a state of eruption, no doubt due to the activity of holding Volnica prison.
I actually really like that. I think this is really nice. Comfortable, even.
Claire looks around. You know, oddly, this reminds me of home.
I feel so guilty. David just like, from a very dry place myself.
As you start moving up the mountain, you can't help but see movement out of the corner of your eye. If you would like, go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah. Ooh, that's good. Come on.
Claire actually sees it.
Ooh, that's good. 25.
25. 11. 4.
Wow.
So, Damon, you and Claire see it, as well as Tava. You see, from hiding behind certain rocks, these scales, as Tava just calls out, "Oh, quit hiding in the shadows, Ulrich. I bring allies." You hear this voice call back firm and powerful. "We guard the keys to the end of the world. Forgive me if I do not take you at your word." Stepping out of the hidden positions are 3 dragonborn, 1 brass, 1 copper, and 1 diamond.
Ooh.
This,
fancy.
as you've been told, is Ulrich Higblazenboard. He seems much older than you were expecting and still somehow strong. Not holding himself hunched and wounded like Tava, but fully upright with his head high. "What guarantee do you offer me that they are not agents of the enemy, here to scout our defenses?" "I offer that it is me who brings them. Would I bother with anyone who I had even the slightest suspicions? We have come to inspect Volnica's prison." The Diamond Dragonborn goes to respond, but his head kind of tilts up. "Looks like you chose a good time. He's trying to escape right now." And he motions.
Lovely.
He motions for you to come, and he just starts casually walking up the volcano. Like,
Where's it coming?
you don't see any rush to this man at all.
I just got like the weirdest like vibe from this dude. I don't know why, but it reminds me of like you remember when like the first Jurassic Park they find the baby Raptor being born. John Hamm is like, "Oh, you've come just at the right time."
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, this what this guy just for some reason reminds me of. I know it's so dumb. I have no idea why.
Like, welcome to Kaiju Park.
Hey, we spent no expense. We could throw a Dragonborn at it and see what happens.
He guides you all to the mouth of the volcano, and you see just lava. The most lava you've ever seen. And it seems still. Until suddenly, bursting out of the lava, is attempting to fly out of it this monster of wings and teeth. It hits the mouth of the volcano, and I do mean hits, as This previously invisible barrier now becomes visible, with these faint arcane runes forming chains across the opening, as there is a bit of give before they throw it back into the lava as it screams, as lava begins to flow and turn, forcing the monster to sink beneath the surface, as its screams just die out. Yes, here, Ulrich. I wouldn't worry about him. He does that like once or twice a year. He becomes temperamental.
Huh. Hope we didn't provoke him.
No, he just does that.
Oh, so we're lucky we got to see it.
Yeah, normally we keep him locked down there. We reestablish the wards that he may have damaged. See the broad dragonboard nod and leave. So, Tava, who are these allies of yours? I haven't seen them before. Well, this is a few members of the Lazarus Guild.
Hello, Zoris.
Hello there.
A member of the Crimson Clan, a warrior, and a knower of old knowledge, it seems.
Yeah, Mr. Oreo is really smart.
I think he may have been Aki lad.
That makes more sense.
I've been known to know a thing or two. This is a very interesting little cage here.
Yes. The cage is the easy part. It's keeping it hidden that is the problem.
The climate's not exactly you can just cover the entrance with some brush or nothing.
Yeah,
Volcano is
massive.
hard to miss.
that's what I was gonna say.
I'm more concerned with the civil war that brings down below. People may attempt to use the mountain to sneak around enemy lines or smuggle supplies. The fact of the matter is, I do not like that there is the potential for traffic on the volcano.
Very easy to fall in the lava.
Suppose.
That's going in my notes.
So, I'll be actually right back. I gotta go to the bathroom right quick.
This place is crazy.
Crack this case wide open.
Yep.
Yeah, let's open up the ruins and visit, I think.
So here's the plan. We talk to the Gith. We get some answers.
Mm-hmm.
We go pet my dog.
Yeah?
And we finish this shit.
Yeah! I think we should let out the Ed Singer. It sounds like a good idea, you know?
I mean, Storm's already killed one wasp tonight. He can take care of this one.
That's what I'm saying.
I just got through my third.
Oh, there you go. You're a fucking pro at this, man.
Yeah,
You
I
got
got a
this.
second one out of the sky with a toy lightsaber.
Killing it.
I have no idea where they're coming from. I think they're in the walls.
That's the scariest thing in the world.
I won't lie. One of my proudest accomplishments related to bugs. There was a wasp in our old house, and the only thing I had on hand was my keyblade.
Nice.
I knocked it out of the air with the flat side of the key.
That's pretty baller.
It is probably my proudest and nerdiest moment.
By the way, Storm, they're probably not in the walls just because, like, first off, you would hear it
Oh
if
yeah.
they were.
I was exaggerating for the most part, but like, I might have to get like an exterminator to come take a look at something.
there's probably just like either if they've like how big is the basement?
Pretty big.
Then they probably do have a nest somewhere. I would check the corners of the biggest room in your basement. Checking the tops and bottom. If are they wasps or hornets? Like, are they? What do they look like?
The very tiny. I use that term interchangeably.
Do
You're
they-
very
do
small,
they-
it's more like a horn, maybe.
Are they thin and elongated, and do they have banding, or do they is there?
Wasp. The wasps.
Okay, thank you. Then
White Anglo-Saxon Protestants?
no, I was gonna say, do they have a like wide division between their abdomen and thorax?
Yeah, I just pulled up Google, like the wasps.
More than likely, they'll be at the top corners of a room if they've got a nest. Like wasps tend to perch up high.
Wasps often are upwardly mobile, I've noticed.
Yeah, they also their nest is going to be easy to spot. It's going to look like a set of pan pipes. If you see it. And you can kill them pretty easy. There's tons of sprays and different things for it. Just want to be careful because you have to make sure that any spray you get is non-toxic. Otherwise, Bailey could get sick.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the heads up.
My
I'll
pleasure.
actually do a quick recon search down here while you guys continue, since Roland's out for the most part.
What's that barbarian
Yeah.
being sick? What?
We'll just talk about like that these things are like, where to look for the wasp's nest that might be here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's super fun getting to spend a summer interning for a pest control company, and all they want you to do is reorganize their digital archives. 'Cause then you learn a lot of stuff you really don't like having knowledge of.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be doing recon to see if I can find a nest in one of the upper corners of the basement.
We got an exterminator coming in the morning here.
Yeah, if you can't find it, like I said, you can always look at getting an exterminator to come out and take a look. They'll find it faster.
Fair enough. Alright. So, anything else that you guys want to ask while you're here at the steering cell?
Is the barrier one way?
Ooh, good point.
It only blocks physical matter. It doesn't stop any of the lava. And
Does it block magic attacks, like someone sending something in there, like teleportation?
if you want to try to teleport into the lava, be my guest.
There are some very stupid people trying to get this thing out of here.
That's fair. But
Just trying to cover
no.
all my bases.
Does the barrier
The-
extend to the stone underneath?
Where you arrived is the furthest anyone can teleport here. No one can teleport here to the mouth of the volcano.
Okay. So not even something like Dimension Door, Misty Step.
Nothing. The only thing
Okay.
that I imagine would work is if you use a wish spell to teleport. But even then, it may be tricky. Have you been visiting all of the locations?
This is our third.
And you come with one of the Crimson Clans, so I know you're likely already aware of the Tarask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tava, do they intend to travel to the Fallhold and the Carcery? The Fallhold is outside of our ability to travel to. And I would advise them not to go to Carcery, but, you know, they do what they fucking want.
We were thinking about it.
Fucking mad lads.
It's
Never been before.
it's the most difficult to get in and out of, just as a terrain, from what we've been told.
Getting in is actually not that challenging. It's getting out that's the problem.
Again, One of my fears, though, is with the unique nature of it, they might assume that no one thinks that they will go there first.
If they do go there, then good luck getting out.
Again, these are very stupid, but resourceful and powerful people, as we said earlier. Never underestimate the abilities of a fanatic.
Well, if you go to Corsory, don't just jump in. Do your homework.
You're right. We'll send someone in ahead of us. Zorus, you're up.
I did say
If
I
you don't
wanted
make
to
it
go.
out, we know it's not safe.
Maybe I can find the headmaster.
He might be a bit cross.
Talis turns to you. I'm sorry, from the what?
I mean, he might just be grateful to behind the rescue party.
Yeah, so true. Anyway, we should probably get out of here.
Alright. So you teleport back to the Center Forge, ready to make yourselves busy. Roland, while they're away at the searing cell, you find some visitors waiting for you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me just do.
They're wasp. The visitors are wasp.
Yes, it's
They
all-
did just release a new, like, insectoid race in, like,
Ooh!
uh,
Oh, is that the Spelljammer thing?
Yeah.
Spelljammer stuff, yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not too thrilled about them, but like of all like the races that were introduced in that one that I'm importing to my setting, I'm taking the GIF, the actual elf, and that one monkey race that has a gliding ability.
Well, it's funny you say that.
Ah, the most controversial race.
Yeah. Roland, as you go shopping for supplies, you return to the keep and you see two figures standing outside the keep. One smaller figure and one larger and rotund.
Are we supposed to be on a new map?
I haven't transferred you yet.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, let me... As you get closer, you begin to recognize them. One is a turtle in a wheelchair, and the other is a gif in a blue jacket. Storm, you broke up. I could hear laughter from the basement.
Yeah.
You recognize your old friends Benny and Murphy. Though...
I regret not playing him as a tabaxi.
You assume they're going to have a hard time recognizing you.
This guy's self.
Alright. You walk up and you reunite.
Guys!
Hey, Roland! How's it going? Heard that you've been looking for some help.
Ben, I've missed you, buddy. Yeah, I've been looking to get some new magic gear for me and my friends.
Well, you know me, I'm sure I can come up with something.
You're the best. And how are you, Muff? Still doing the black market trade shit?
The Murphy knows how to keep a secret, knows how to move in the shadows. The Murphy is ready to help, quiet as a church mouse, the agility of a cat, the coordination of a swarm of bees.
This has nothing to do with shit. This is just that's what shit posting on me, isn't it?
Perhaps. Asking you the eternal question, why didn't you play Tabaxi?
This is gonna be a regret I have for the rest of my life. No, next rogue.
Next rogue's Tabaxi, got it.
Also, Hawk, yes, you should play Sly Cooper. It's one of the best games of the PlayStation era. Or the PlayStation 2 era.
Never had the pleasure.
Sony, Sucker Punch, please make Sly 5. Please. Begging. Literally begging.
Someone
Well,
mixed
we're
Sly
releasing it
5.
again.
Just not Sanzuo.
Sanzao. They did.
Sanzao, yeah.
They did an okay job with 4.
They did okay.
Anyway,
But they messed up the remastering on 1.
they really did. Anyway, wanted to know if we could provide some of our expertise. What are you looking for?
Soul Scrolls for 1.
Yeah, I can probably handle that. Just give me a
I
list
give
of
them a
what.
list.
Oh, some of these are interesting.
Yeah. You
Outside,
can get something like what?
some of these are outside my purview, but I may be able to figure something out. I might know somebody who can. Murphy, we might need to break into a house. The Murphy knows how to do this.
Well, if you can actually get me, I'm gonna need some elven chain and a beefier longsword, magic enchantment. There's a friend of mine who wields 2. Looking to get him an upgrade on one of them.
The Murphy can accomplish many things when punching people in the face in the black market. He is an expert negotiator.
I knew you'd be the man to talk to.
I use charisma with my fists.
Please tell me this man's a shadow monk.
He may be a shadow monk. Yeah, I just want to go to that just to fuck with you. Alright.
Thank you. But yeah, I just give them a list of shit that I need. And I will forever be in the corner lamenting the fact that I'm not a tabaxi.
Look on the bright side. If you die, we can cast reincarnate on you.
Please, someone help.
Alright, you all arrive back at the keep. Is there anything else you would all like to do?
Anything else you guys want to do?
Meat was messed up. Apart from just like going through our stuff, like establish we're doing training for different people. Not really for me, at least.
Okay. Demon, do me a favor and roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Oh yeah, one of the reasons I was gonna take Claire with us is I kind of wanted her to see what the
What you guys
other
are up
leaders in the
against.
areas are capable of.
Gotcha.
So you want me to add my charisma modifier and my proficiency bonus?
Yes. But, are you proficient with, persuasion?
Yeah. Oh, yes, very much so.
Then, yeah, just use those numbers.
Persuasion. Okay.
Damn it, bot, you died again. I have not given you permission.
What?
The board bot died.
Oh, I thought you said Damon bot. I'm like, wait, what?
I might have misspoke.
I don't know. My
No, I heard like the correct bot. But...
okay.
Oh,
my
whatever.
brain was just like, what?
No worries.
27.
27. Okay. So during your time training your forces, you get some solid progress. So much so that other mercenary and adventuring groups from around start coming to either observe and take notes, or request to join your ranks. There are actually particularly 3 different adventuring groups that catch your eye and who are requesting to join you. There's the Axe Cutters, which appear to be a group of 8 adventurers. They seem relatively like strong warriors. There's the Right Hand, an adventuring guild of 30 people who have a devotion to Tyr, the god of justice. And then there's a group called the Bronze Dragons, which only 5 come up to you, but digging deeper, you discover that they're a group of 200 mercenaries.
Ooh, good. Alright. After going through a vetting process, if the rest of the group is willing, I am definitely willing to integrate them into our numbers.
Sounds good.
Hey, you man, you got this.
I'm also going to. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do because we mentioned we only have Tazrin and Spit.
Uh-huh.
I also want to basically, from within our ranks of people we trust, select people to help orchestrate and lead the groups. Like for instance, like Claire will be in charge of her previous team, of course.
Makes
Maybe
sense.
have representatives from the Axe Cutters, Right Hand, Bronze Dragons, and oh god, what was the for the other group that joined up with us earlier?
The fuckknuckers.
I thought it was a typo. It's like I have the fuck knucklers in my notes.
also
was I-
fair.
Like, what the fuck was I right? Was I high when I wrote this? I don't even smoke. But yeah, basically to make things easier, I still want us to have a centralized command structure,
But each
but compartmentalizing it a little bit like that could help alleviate some glut on issuing orders, things like that.
God, so you want a liaison from each group to essentially lead that group. That okay.
Yeah, and they will report directly to Tazrin and Spit.
Gotcha. Right, that makes sense. Sounds like a plan.
Cool.
Aki, is there anything else you want to do?
I do want to do the investigation thing. I don't want to take up too much time tonight. First, I'm getting a bit sleepy, but I might go more into that later. But I am going to go into investigating this. I've compiled a list of likely places where people would disappear conveniently without anyone noticing.
Okay.
Coincidentally, near these monster places, we have the shipwrecks. Easy for a ship to be run aground with people being used as sacrifices, of course. Frozen bodies. That's a pretty easy way to hide it. Falling into the lava. Definitely easy way to hide bodies. Mimic ship. I'll definitely have to question some more people later in my investigation. I'll have to.
Did you say you wanted to question the GIF? Because maybe you guys mentioned something about talking to them.
I think the most important thing for me is I don't think they would be transporting people too far. So I had to find out where a lot of people have been disappearing mysteriously or dying.
You would know that they need to be taken alive for this ritual to mean anything.
So lots of disappearances is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Checking the orphanages next time.
Sure thing. But if you want to talk to the gift, we can handle that right quick.
I'll do that later. I gotta think more on it.
Okay. Let's see.
In the meantime, I'll be posting wanted posters for Krieg and Harag around the Center Forge.
Sounds good. In that case, if there's nothing else anyone wants to do at this moment, we can call it here for the night.
I have something super quick.
What's up?
Super fast. I want to get my cool wings upgraded. I want to get my wings of Fireball upgraded so they're like a higher level Fireball.
Okay. It was James who initially made those.
James would have to make them again.
Is that
Because
possible?
the way like clockwork works is that he would have to basically unmake them and remake them.
Yeah. So we can.
I mean, I'm cool with it if you're cool with it.
You.
So Zoris just flies to the Shadowfell.
I mean, the gift.
Cannon.
No, they don't have the ship anymore. Yeah. So you're gonna have to find someone who can plane shift you with. Thankfully, you have cars.
I assume I'm on the fly zone.
So yeah, James can Okay, let's see.
Soros just goes over and is like, "Hey, Kaz is like, yeah, sure." Just snaps his fingers.
I'm busy. Don't bother me. And he just plane shifts you. It's like, oh
He's
shit.
literally like reading budget reports, and it's just like, "I need to go to the Shadowfell." He's like, "Yeah, just snap, just."
Oh man, I wasn't concentrating. I hope I didn't send him to Kalsui too.
Oh my god, is this Karvonen? Oh my god.
I'm so tempted just to have fucking Kaz roll a d20 just to be like, do you accidentally send him here? But no, Kaz wouldn't do that.
I'm very tempted to see the boss, the old headmaster, come back as the villain.
In my next campaign, he's gonna be like, brr! Walker, I made it to talk to you.
The next campaign, he shows up as a one-off villain. He just claws his way out of Karsu. He's like, "Finally, after centuries, I'm free!" And then like a house falls on him or something. Us, the adventurers in Red's next campaign. What the hell was that? I don't know, and I don't care. Just leave.
Red, in your next campaign, I want to play a wizard who's like, "Guys, come help me save my father from Karsui.
Yes.
He was
That's
wrongfully imprisoned."
It was rightfully imprisoned. He knows what he did.
I need to go beat
Anyway.
this evil lich who imprisoned him. Oh my god, context is a
He's
bitch.
like, my guy would not even know the actual truth.
Kaz will send Zoris to the Shadowfell, to James's castle specifically, since I have been there before.
Oh, perfect.
Alright, so let's see. What level fireball would James... I believe that Like Clockwork has a limit. I think it's up to 5th level?
Yeah, it's up to... Actually, let me double check, because I don't know if it does.
I could have sworn there was a cap on it.
Well, additionally, like, the last thing I have is the first level ability of Like Clockwork.
Yeah, James never upgraded.
Well, I never upgraded in campaign. No.
Yeah. Wait a minute, I don't... Yeah, I'm
it says
reading
5
it.
versus time. There's no limit to the spell level.
That's an oversight on my part, but it's written already. Whoops.
So yeah, James is capable of casting up to
I...
8th level fireball.
As in,
well, he's not. Well, actually, hold on. He's
I last night I upped his level to match you guys, so he's currently level 16.
So yeah, he's got 8th level fireball.
Oh my god.
This is hilarious.
Yes!
This
Zoris just claps his wings together and the fucking sun appears.
oh my god.
Imagine, remember when I did to that one guy, but times it by 8.
by a million.
Note to self: put final boss encounter in small room.
Or just give him fire immunity.
Everybody's done blown the Damon up at this point, so why not?
Okay,
Make it
so for my next arcane trickster ability, I'm taking fireball.
No.
I was gonna say, like, everyone's gotten their chance. Yeah, I mean, Aki hasn't yet.
I would love it if just can Damon cast fireball?
Yes.
Can
Just
Aki
cast it on
can
himself.
Aki cast fireball?
Not at the moment.
Yeah,
I'll see what I can
warlocks. No.
do. No.
Here's the thing: Damon has cast Fireball on himself already as well.
I would love it if, as an ambush tactic, everyone just holds their action for fireball. Just fuck this guy in particular. I really want to see that happen. Just like
Remember when Damon did it on himself, he literally just held a guy and just cast Fireball on both of them.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Cool. So James 100% just made Zoris wing things that do 13d6 fire damage.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna do the thing where I pick up somebody and hyper focus it on this poor motherfucker.
For most enemies, like for grunts, you won't even need to drop them. The fireball will do it.
I like the idea of like Karvonen being like, yes, I can pause the environment around me, and he does it right as Zorus like claps his wings together, and he's like, huh, your attack missed, and Zorus like did it, and then the fireball goes off.
It's a delayed fireball. Fuck.
Yeah, James will work on that for Zorus. He's happy to do it.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Well, that's all I wanted. Happy.
I will say, just for flavor text and context, like when you get there, like it is a little chaotic. Post y'all helping him overthrow the vampires, because he's just like trying to organize people, and also just like no, put those drapes down. I don't like those. They look terrible, tacky. Get that out of here. That's not my decor.
I like the idea of Zorus plane shifting Zorus, and it's like, sure, whatever, and then Zorus shows up, and James is dealing with the same like bureaucracy shit, and he's like, sure, whatever.
Just like, hold on, let me delegate, and he just like brings Gregor over, and he's like, you know what aesthetics I like, you know like what needs to happen, you know who needs to go where and who needs to be assassinated, get it done. Sure, Zorus, I could spare like 8 hours.
Right, so James begins working on your claps. He knows that you've grown a bit since your last meeting, so he wants to fit new ones to you, make them fit better. So you see a familiar Damien will measure you. Damien gets a stepping stool. Do not squirm, Damien's taking measurements.
James just like looks at me. He's like, I have tried to get rid of him. I don't know how. I literally locked him in a vault and threw him into a canyon, and 5 days later he showed up at my front door.
He's like gonna like light up his hand with like the radiant energy.
Oh god! Oh!
James 100% would not have given Damien the cure for sunlight, so I imagine that he's just like screaming as he's
That were the heroes of the story. We're also awful people.
Again, in
Damien's
the other
scary.
game that Damien's in,
I'm
Paula was
always
friendly to him. Then he found out he's spying on her.
Yeah.
Damien's a
Nope.
freak. I've said it like that is his defining characteristic, is that he's a freak, and he's
immortal.
Yeah.
I
Paula
love
almost killed him.
that I put him in this game without Waku knowing.
I appreciate and hate you for it, because it is forever my this NPC I created one time is forever my torment.
I was
Because
like,
I was like, what if Dobby the house elf was just like a fucking psychotic little freak? And now it haunts my every waking moment.
as soon as I saw him in that one shot we did, I was like, yes, Cornell's. This is his origin story.
There is nowhere for him to fit in Quest Tales, but I want to put him in Quest Tales.
Season 2.
Season
Yeah.
2.
He's the tummy kid.
He literally like
me and him team up.
Oh god!
or
Warm tongue.
even better, like the party's like, oh, you all have to go to this sage that lives in a cave, but be forewarned, some of the things he says can be disturbing. And they're like, yeah, we have parents, we've suffered trauma, you've read our backstories, we're fine. They go in there, Damien is like, they immediately leave the cave. It's like, I can't do it. We're just gonna have to give up on this quest, guys. It's not worth it. Nothing is worth this.
It's not with the treasure, it's not with the experience, it's not with the level up.
Destroying the Demon King isn't worth that. Let's find another way.
Look, guys, let's just play a different game.
This
Literally the
Pathfinder.
Excalibur face every single time.
That's why I just posted it. Everyone upon seeing Damien.
Beautiful.
Oh god, I could rewrite the 5th episode of my show and fit him in.
Oh, God.
It's the episode where we meet the big bad for the first time.
It's Damien.
No, like Damien could just be like his house.
His manservant.
Yes. Damien! After everything is blown. Damien is free! Damien! Just a fucking crow swings by and picks him and carries him off.
There's a stiff breeze comes through and he goes sailing into the air.
Damien is in fear! God help us.
This is crazy.
God can't help us.
I'd like to point out the only character I've imported from any of our games is the Tummy King. Tala existed in that before I played Tala in a game.
Yeah.
But I want to bring in Damien.
Beautiful. He is powerful.
Oh, God.
I love that. I'm free, and it just falls down the manhole.
Alright, anything else we cover tonight?
Yeah, all of Kaz's stuff can just be done like out of game. Honestly, I already sent you the list.
Yeah, I think I have that list. I might need you to
I
send me.
pinned it.
Oh, you did. Perfect.
What's the name of that town on the map that was in the middle of the forest? And it's got like a really dark name, like Death something. Here's the Center Forge.
Oh,
Amber Woods.
Dumire.
Newmire. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where you guys started.
Okay. It's been a while, man. Oh wow.
Do you guys want to go back to Dumaya?
In 1 year, we all reunite in Dumaya.
I will go to Dumire, but not tonight. This is where I'm heading to begin my investigation, where it all started.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we can actually, I think we can do one more session of time skip stuff, cover everything, and then after that we can come back with you guys at level 17.
All right.
Dear God.
You guys will
So
be...
what we're saying is we didn't level up this time.
Not yet. Not yet.
Damn.
Just went sightseeing and took over school.
By the way, Red, I will at some point before next session make sure to get you the actual like full curriculum notes of what I'm doing for the school, because I'm preparing.
Sounds good. Alright, so in that case, thank you all for joining us this session. I have been your DM, Red Beast. Why is the record button only saying 1 hour 39 minutes and 7 seconds? But record button's not displaying how long we've been going. I'm concerned. I'm going to check this file after we're done recording, but I've been your DM, and I thank my players, Walkman EXE, The Hawk Abridged, Storm Sage 13, Risky Red, and Josh Kaposh. Thank you guys so much. Good night.